Hello, I am Damien, and I am Gamien, and it is Brok, the Investigator. Again, probably, hopefully for the last time, even though we've beaten it twice already. Oh. So yeah, last time we got an ending that was, a little bittersweet, but ultimately fairly wholesome in my opinion, but that was not the canonical ending. And there were more things we didn't do right to get the canonical ending, so we're going to be having to sit there and do that. Oh, I do have one that's later. I'll keep that in mind. Except, no, that doesn't work for me. I need to go a little earlier than that regardless. Anyway, but yeah, there's still a small number of things we need to do. But because I was reminded of it, I wanted to show one fun little thing that you can do. And if we do it here, the save file should do it just fine. So y'all remember when we were back in the lab trying to figure out...
It won't help. Huh?
Oh, I guess we haven't done that yet here. Socks threat, good enough. Oh no, a body. Anyway, so yeah, we had, you remember when we were back at this whole point where we had to figure out who the heck killed Dr. Hush.
Oh. Huh?
What?
Something wrong?
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah. If you just jump on him enough, he wakes up. And the whole scenario is done.
Dr. Hush?
You're...
Ouch. My back hurts. What? What am I doing here?
And, who are you? An investigator. We thought you were dead.
Saving the speed run like 1.5 hours, yeah?
Why would you think that? Oh, looks like I bled. No, wait. That's... sauce?
Sauce? Then...
Was this all an accident?
Impossible. He wasn't breathing.
But yeah, this whole thing, I only discovered this myself because there's an achievement for just jumping on him until he gets up. And I'm like, I'm gonna get that achievement. It's like, oh, like, yeah, it's just, okay,
What's
yeah.
the last thing you remember?
Well, I remember falling from the ventilation duct, moving towards Dr. Mink.
The vent? What were you doing there?
Is it possible? Before that, I took my coffee. Tidy prepared it.
Tidy?
My robot assistant. When I drank, my heart stopped.
You've been poisoned?
We better interrogate that robot. What's that noise?
Tidy, why would you do this?
The guard!
Yeah, Tidy also kills the
robot.
guard. Except
Tidy.
not.
He attacked me. Forced his way out.
I'll get him.
And then, yeah, the game just continues like normal after that. Alright, so yeah, that was, like I said, that's the thing. You can just, if you happen to know or just out of curiosity. Oh, he's not actually murdered, he's just hurt. He's maimed. But he'll probably pull through. Oh. So yeah, pretty much the only difference with that is just that you die, or you don't die. You don't really learn what exactly is going on with any of that because you don't have that long diatribe from Tidy and everything. You just have just like River West 3 times in a row. Yep. Yeah, then you don't get some of the information, but on the other hand, it's like technically Tidy didn't really make any sense with that. Exactly, yeah. You don't learn as much, but you do save time for replays. Anyway, so what we need to actually do is we need to start basically from here. Because one of the things we need to do that I didn't do the last time is Graf's not allowed to be very proactive.
A chunk of pipe is
Which-
protruding.
Which I did.
I'm afraid I can't do.
There, your hand's tied, right? We gotta fake that. Oh, which means I gotta fucking cut the ropes again.
I cut my.
What fun. Oh, but yeah.
Ah, it's gonna take ages.
What do you call it? It was a thing I mentioned. Like, it's like, I wonder if this is a thing we needed to do when Brok didn't come save Graf. Although, spoilers, he doesn't come save Graf anyway. But,
Finally free.
but apparently this is a thing we need to do, so, we will continue to pretend, because then we can grab a pipe chunk
Hey, butthead.
and do the whole thing where we're just back here and, we already saw all
Sorry,
this,
boss.
where,
Didn't know.
Dart!
oh,
Entrance! Now!
where the
No one
Squealer
comes
chief
in
there
or
talks all
out.
about how Graf
Hey,
is,
Princess! Finally woke up.
meh.
Okay.
Oh, tells him all about, Brock's supposed terrible secret past that no one can remember. Except for the Squealers still got a picture.
Did you miss me?
Attempt a surprise attack?
Oh?
Nope.
I'm here.
Hey, what are you?
It's.
We haven't seen the hospital patients yet. But I would
I'm
rather
sorry
have
for all-
boyfriend friend.
I. Wait, what What did he?
Oh my gosh.
No way.
I have no idea what this is about, because I totally skipped through all the text.
Is this the truth?
There we go. Minus 10 Graf. That's good. That's what we want. Weird sounds, huh?
The chief, the ugly boy. He escaped.
Oh no.
What? After him!
Odd? Did he manage to?
You!
I had nothing to do
Got
with
2
this.
seconds to tell me what he's up.
How should I know? I'm not.
Ow.
Ouch!
Time for games is over. Tell me, or I might start to live up to my reputation.
I know Odd. He won't leave me here. He must have gone to fetch some help.
Who?
I told him, if anything happens, go find Brok.
Is that so? Change of plans, guys. Let's wait for the little brat to return with the crock. We shall prepare him a nice welcome committee.
Okay.
Great. I got everyone into this mess.
Oh yeah, by the way, I also,
I don't know if there's such a thing as a god, the Untail, or whatever. Please, let this end well. For everyone.
I did also grab the final ad I was missing. Sure,
When
we
leaving
should
the police department,
also get that going on.
I suddenly felt weirdly apprehensive. This whole investigation was coming to an end. I could feel it. Prepare yourself. These 2 words reverberated in my head, but I couldn't really grasp the reason. Were there any signs my mind caught?
Because there's gonna be like a 20-minute friggin' long ending thing before we get to do anything else.
In the meantime, I figured I should go home and check on Graf. I had no news since morning.
Oh no.
Hopefully, his day had been less eventful.
Alrighty, so we should be on track again towards actual good ending, hopefully. Hopefully. Oh god, what if Graf... What if we get fucking Graf points for saving Graf in the end that we can't avoid? That would be fucking annoying. Anyway. Continue to save over early things, because there's no... That's earlier than... If I'm going to have to go, like, before the jail chapter, I might as well just start from the actual chapter load. Also, let's see. Was it with this one? No, it was probably just with Graf. Nope. Othen? Yes, Othen. Look. Ships. Anyway. Also a precious cinnamon roll. Anyhow, there's a lot of fan art in here. I mean, one of the options was delicious. Anyway, adult art, older art. Not sure why this one's here twice. Anyway, I'm wasting time. Let's do this in the correct order, which is to say, go home. Graf? Oh no, no Graf. Who you gonna call? The director.
Okay, then?
Hello. This
Will this day... I've left them a message, but someone must...
Up we go. Out we...
There's still time before...
what are we looking at food-wise? We got 8 of those, 6 of those, 9 of those. We shouldn't need all of those regardless, but just in case, let's do what we keep doing and, you know, make sure we fill up on everything.
Should I buy...
reboot the system.
Almost... You only... Oh,
Goodbye. And don't forget, live happier, live longer.
Okay.
Please wait. Factory reset in process.
hopefully I won't get stuck inside once it's done.
Have a healthy...
Oops.
I hate you. Let's kill all humans.
Okay.
Huh?
Have a healthy...
Right, Hackerback Street. If we go this way, there's nothing here, I believe. Because who knows where... Oh, probably this is probably the entrance to the sewers, which we get to that lower area. Anyway, there's no point. We're just supposed to talk to RJ. Continue.
Hey, how are you?
Great! Thanks again. But you look worried.
Yeah, I'm looking for my boy.
My boy.
Boy?
Gray cat, 16, blue eyes, and a kinda depressed look.
Oh, seen him!
You sure?
Yeah, this afternoon. With a friend. Like Pig and Otter.
Must be odd. What were they doing here?
Asking questions. Pipe pill. Told him Squealer's plundered. Went to Back Street.
The back street?
Told him not. Kids never listen.
Raph, what did you get into? Gotta go.
Wait, I come with.
Are you ready? No turn back.
No
Sure.
time to waste. He may be in danger.
Okay, come on.
Now we can save
I have
Graf.
trouble with squealers in this street already.
Scum. Deserve good beating.
If they've touched one bristle of Graf's fur... Wait, someone's calling.
Go. I'll find Graft.
You sure?
Trust me. Those squealers gonna get it.
All right. I trust you, but... I'll be back as soon as I can.
Sure.
Find my boy.
Yeah, you're not actually supposed to find Graf right now. This happens when you're on the correct track.
I thought you wouldn't come.
Of course
As
I'm
you
here.
said, it's too important. By the way, Dr. Gherkin?
I dealt with him.
What does that even mean?
He's a pickle now.
It seems like he was telling the truth. I've obtained his signature and the procedure to fix the pipe pills. But as you know, this isn't enough. Something is blocking the process.
How did you convince him?
Well...
Wait. Actually, I'd prefer not to know. Where is he now?
gone.
Gone... where?
The doc was afraid of going back to his job at the pharmaceutical company. He wished to hide while the situation cools down. I escorted him to the closest country border. He's an important person. No trouble for him to get across.
He left the country? Wait. What? But he was supposed to give me 10 grand.
Sorry. He didn't mention that.
Oh, I'm doomed to live in poverty forever.
If it makes you feel any better. Soon, all slummers won't be living at all unless we get to the bottom of this.
True.
That's right. I have no desire to be the last person alive around here.
Last?
You're both here. Good.
Go ahead. What have you found?
Yeah. These last few days, I've been investigating the pill shortage. All the pipe pills in the slums stopped working.
I could skip through this if I wanted to, probably.
We know
I have reasons to believe.
by whom.
Let's not. And definitely criminal. In fact, they never stop. They'll do it again. It's human, but lately, not.
Of course.
I suspect
Agents?
the tribe. They handle the release of prisoners automatically.
And actually
I don't have any tangible proof yet. They're ignoring the judgments.
Yep, they
or the
just do the
judgments
devourments.
themselves are falsified.
Destruction.
Who better than a triangle member to undertake it?
Possibly. This is hypothetical.
That's
Proof.
why I need your proof. I'm just
Here,
going to give you and make
on
sure I
this
tell you.
memory chip.
I'm going to make sure I tell you the specific proper information.
Hundreds of documents linking the government to various shady activities.
Not this
Judgments
information.
included.
The thing you always make sure you tell other people when you have, sensitive information like this that is also a bargaining chip.
Good. I can reach some trustful undercover. They spread the word.
How? We can't
I
rely
thought,
on
I thought
those.
you said it right afterwards.
There's more people than you think who don't enjoy this regime we're living in, Mr. Pork.
Brok!
Mr. Whatever. I can organize this. But I need to gather all the evidence.
This contains everything I
There
have.
it is.
The only copy that exists.
Remember, everyone, make sure you tell people that you have only one copy of a thing, especially if it's actually the only copy. Journalists.
Don't give it.
You
Don't give
said
it to
we could
them.
trust. Care to
Call it a hunch.
My
Your
instinct. Your
I
instinct
need
got you
more
so
than a
far.
hunch to make a decision.
Just give me a
Just
second.
give me a sec.
All
I'll
right,
explain.
go.
Let's hear some of your famous nonsensical thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Oh. Yeah, you really just never. You insist that you have multiple copies regardless, even if you trust the person. Yeah.
Yeah. Hear me well, old man.
Anyway, for those who might not be aware, because I skipped over it a bunch, because we're going to skip this interrogation as well. Wes used to be Wes, but he is now a robot because he had an accident like 6 years ago or something like that. And he was made into a robotic cyborg of sorts, but he has lived far too long. And he has gone corrupt. I said robotic cyborg thing. Or perhaps a cybernetic robot. I mean, it really kind of depends, because it's specifically they put his personality and memory, so quote-unquote his soul, perhaps, inside a robot, and is otherwise 100% robotic. Whereas, as far as I recall, a cyborg tends to be still, at least partially, like human and flesh and whatnot. But regardless. Boop. We did it.
You're not human.
What is he then? An extraterrestrial?
A bot. A very sophisticated one.
Are you crazy? Did you take a good look at him? Have you ever heard a bot speak fluently like us?
Yes.
I do. The director of my son's school. She talks exactly like a human.
That's been like the other robot had just had memories. Yeah, exactly. Memories have been implanted into the robot. So it's just 100% a robot shell with memories and presumably personality based through that. But, who knows? That's all weird stuff going on then. And Wes is not a creative color, correct? Oh, that was one of our proofs, that he cannot draw, and AIs also cannot actually be properly artistically creative. Therefore, Yep, and he cannot correct himself. Can't learn new information on his own, apparently, because, yeah, he's not an adaptive AI, necessarily. Even though I think he is technically, but... Regardless, like you said, he's not a creative color.
She said she's an experimental model from years ago, and there's another like her in this city. An improved model. She was referring to you, wasn't she?
And that's why she still looks like a robot, but Wes looks like that.
And I guess you suggest we open him then?
Yes, this
There's
part.
an easy way to check. If he's a bot, he must have a charging slot in the rear.
Right, yeah. And that could just be a hiccup in the memory thing or whatever, too. It's hard to say. Because I don't know. Of course, he also hates Brok, so, you know, maybe he just chooses. It's like every time he gets the internal prompt of being like, would you like to overwrite pork with Brok? No. Although now I am amused if he said yes, and then every time he's referring to, pork, the meat, he calls it Brok.
Go ahead. Search for it.
Look at his butthole.
Are you serious? You're asking me to check the rear of Mr. Head of the Police Department?
Yes.
Exactly. And if you won't, I will.
I'm warning you, Pork. This is a first-class criminal offense.
Yes. Show your
I
rear.
insist.
I'm not going to change it. Just in case it messes other things up, I'm not going to change much of what I did last time.
Come on. Show us your butt, old bot.
Yeah, show us your butt.
How dare you?
If you truly think so, then I'll trust you. Maybe you can just show him so we can move on?
To think. That idiot, with his moronic logic...
Are you done? There's nothing funny.
Oh, yes, there is. I can't wait to see your face.
Hell yeah. Yeah, show him. Show him the way of the king.
when you see mine.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's still so goofy.
That's impossible.
I was hoping I'd be wrong.
You, of all the people I've met all these years, how could you be the one to discover my true identity?
Then, this means...
Give me that!
She's been shot.
No!
I mean, probably. But the design is not intimidating. That is not an otter's skull underneath the synthetic flesh. That is that. An adorable, dopey-looking thing.
The chip.
And then he keeps doing that.
Spit it out.
No way in hell. Where you probably come from.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's true. It doesn't make any sense that a robot would come from hell.
How? Why? You're involved in all this? What do you need it for?
That's the only copy. By erasing it, poof. All proof. Gone.
Yeah, you'd think you would have thought about that, Miss Journalist Lady.
Pesky meddlers. You fail to realize that all our efforts are to ensure this world won't turn upside down. For your safety, we made sure every single device is connected to the tri-web.
Granted, I guess, in fairness, with that part reminded me there, it's like, maybe for some weird, stupid reason in this world, there's no such thing as creating a backup copy without ending up on the tri-web somehow. And so that's why it's the only copy, even though that is dumb.
We've set sophisticated algorithms to recognize and eradicate all inappropriate content. It was perfect. But this stupid, non-connected thing.
Yeah, not without completely disconnected devices.
It contains information that will incriminate me.
It's still dumb, but...
Too bad for you. They're in my stomach now.
Hell yeah.
And your stomach better not destroy it.
Good thing I didn't eat anything spicy.
Enough!
No! You okay?
We've got to get rid of him.
Like I said the last time, I have to assume that that is, like, just a really shitty blaster. And that's how she is surviving these gunshots.
Now, you're in luck. This old gun takes time to reload. But I'm prepared for all eventualities. Even this very improbable situation, you would show resistance.
Oh no, we're sinking.
He's making this trash mountain collapse.
Yeah, or at the very least,
News! I've proceeded as planned.
I feel like even a non-fatal gun would be fatal if utilized too frequently. Oh, you know, it's like if you kept shooting a person, like maybe I'm wrong, but like I feel like, you know, if you kept shooting a person with a taser for long enough, I feel like that would kill eventually, and or rubber bullets. Oh. Yeah, that as well, yeah.
You won't leave this place alive.
How is that good news?
It is, for me.
Oh no! Robots!
Obviously.
Oh no! Another robot!
They keep coming.
Oh no! We can handle 3 robots though. Okay, 4. No, we've handled 4 before. Oh, a 5th
No
one.
choice. I'll take care of the minions. Get him.
Whatever are we going to do?
Got it.
Hey, guess what the penalty is for attacking a police officer?
I don't think there is one.
Let me guess. Death?
You got that right.
Fuck you. I did also look it up finally. Yes, or by looking it up, I mean I saw it in the tutorial type stuff or whatever. Yes, when you increase the special attack option, it decreases your timer for when the special attack is building. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could have chosen to fight him, but that would have taken time and been annoying and long. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. Anyway, increased strength.
Impossible.
Yeah, cry some more.
My faithful bots. They're not returning my calls anymore.
I mean, you were a little clingy and everything, so just accept it. You got dumped.
That's it. The game is over, bag of screws.
Not till I...
Oh no! Shot again.
D!
My leg. I can't move.
That devil. Come on. I'll carry you.
Don't mind me.
Don't turn your back on him, Brok.
You've got to finish him.
He is not dead after all.
I will. After you're safe. Someone's waiting for you at home.
Brok,
Brok,
go.
you stupid idiot.
Where is he?
I told you. That old snake.
Not a snake, otter, and also robot.
Now is not the good time for an argument.
And yeah, exactly. He might have a giant robot hidden in plain sight somewhere.
Oh boy. What again? Huh?
Oh no, there it is.
This is a nightmare.
How do you like my new shell, Pork?
Do you even stand a chance against that?
Sure, why not?
There must be a way. There's gotta be.
Let me estimate. The probability you'll survive more than 2 minutes is non-existent.
I'll take my chances.
Good. I was worried you'd try something foolish like escaping. That would be...
You should know me by now, old demon bot. As long as I'm standing, I'll keep fighting.
Right. Keep talking like you're in a livey.
I've still not understood why they call TV shows liveys now.
This is reality.
Anyway, get going this way a little bit, man. So it turns out what the issue wasn't that I needed to punch his leg a bunch. I just needed to wait for him to get into that puddle. Because nobody wants to see reality TV. Yeah. I don't know why using the remote while it's in the puddle makes any sense, but, you know, let's do special attack, I guess.
Yes.
Yes!
Hope you like this, giant tin can.
The remote is absolutely OP, yes. It is a reward for people to remember if they have it in their inventory or not. God damn it, stop being alive. Alright, I forgot. Yeah, you do this part.
I can't believe.
Quick, Brok, use the remote. He's still kind of in the water.
You've almost had me. Twice. That final mistake will cost you your life.
Oh, that hurts, you know.
Don't worry. You won't die immediately. I'll break you bit by bit. Slowly. Let me savor this moment.
No!
T, stay there.
And it's not like she can move anyway. Her leg hurt. Alrighty, so, let's just wait and see, because we found out that playing dead doesn't work, because he has sensors! Oh my gosh. And then we say keep talking. So let's just wait and see. Then it'll probably kill me, and I'll be like, God damn it.
Enough played. While you're still able to talk, let me know. What shall be your last
Okay, so by saying, by saying wait and see, we just skip his villain monologue then. Because if we have him keep talking, he absolutely monologues like a fucking villain about what his plans are and all that shit. Which, by and large, it should, you know, do the whole thing of like, hey, let's let all the slummers die, and, you know, because they're all, you know, going to be, you know, criminals and, you know, repeat criminals and stuff like that. So kill all the slummers by letting them die, by not letting them have tox-out pills, and then it's only the people in the drums, and those people are fine. Supposedly. Or, you know, Robot Utopia or something.
Well,
We're not... I'm gonna fucking say that one. This is the one we're not allowed to say, because otherwise we're gonna get screwed up. I love you, Wes.
I love you, Wes. Oh, please hold me tight.
Oh, excellent. We dropped even more graph points. Good.
Not what I expected, but I shall grant your wish.
And then he exploded.
Who did this?
Prototype 26.
The director.
You've derailed from the track that was assigned to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, that is the frustrating thing, is that if you have Graph's relationship with you at 80% or above, you get the quote-unquote slummer ending, which is not the canonical ending. Because otherwise he loves you enough to be like, I'm going to stay with you because fuck the drums and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
It's my duty to step in.
How dare you mess with my business, P-19? I'm right, and you know it.
You okay?
Because otherwise it was a very, like, heartwarming, you know, like, slightly bittersweet. It's like, oh, well, people aren't, you know... It was a slightly bittersweet ending, because, like, oh, well, you know, Graph isn't on the drums, you know, we're still stuck in the slums and stuff. Ott decided to stay with us too, I think. He became the chief of police or whatever. But for some reason. But but everything was like, it was wholesome. It was like, okay, Brok and Graf, like, they cleared up a lot of their misunderstandings. Like, they're like, you know what, let's live together. We're gonna make the best of life, and join me in the detective agency. And it's not a great life, but we're gonna have a good, happy life together. Living out here in the slums. But that's not canonical.
I should be the one asking you this.
Well, not dead, but I almost wish I was. Man, my body hurts everywhere.
We'll get better. If we manage to get out of here alive. Who, or rather, what's this?
My son's school director. Or so I thought.
Hey, piles of scrap pretending to be humans. How many of you are there?
Just us.
Only the two of us. I'm afraid there's no time to explain. Mr. Brok, let me handle this.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been watching you, P-26.
Of course you have. I've attempted so many times to get rid of our positioning connection.
And always failed. What you want to do? This isn't the will of our creator.
Who cares? He's no longer there.
This isn't true. He's still living inside.
No, cut the crap. You know what I mean. Now get out of my way before... What?
Oh no! The chokehold of death.
I can't break free. How can you do this?
Oh yeah, also, I think we skipped over all of it because I was part of, like, the interrogation and stuff. But these two robots are also the government.
Release me, or you'll regret it.
We might learn that soon enough, but...
Not until you promise. Let go.
Dr. Gherkin was also, obviously, the government as well, but... This is 2/3 of the government right here.
Let go of your plans.
You seriously think I've went this far to give up at the last second?
Yes.
It's never too late to do the right thing.
Nonsense. I could say anything. Whatever you want to hear. How would you know it's true?
You're probably right. I would trust the human inside you, but he no longer exists. We shouldn't have been allowed to live this long.
You can't hold me like this forever. Your battery will drain faster than mine. As soon as I'm free, I'll dispose of you and all those cockroaches around us.
Yeah, I have a vague guess of what's going to happen, but I don't know. Yeah.
Hey, we're not. Actually, he's making me hungry.
Come on, Brok.
You're hopeless.
I'll rip open that crock to get that memory device back. Then I'll catch that Dr. Gherkin they mentioned. Thanks for the hint, by the way. I've been looking for the third member for years. I never suspected he was a human in the flesh. What was our creator thinking?
How could you forget? We were all humans when the triangle was planned.
Wait. Does this imply the director is...
Soon I'll be the only one to decide for this country.
I will be the robotic dictator.
That's dictatorship!
What other choice? You're all blind. Who else is fair enough to make the hard decisions to keep Atlanta on track?
Making hard decisions.
You can't get rid of me. The same way I can't annihilate you.
Oh, but actually...
Otherwise, you'd be a pile of screws right now. This failsafe is implemented into our hardware. There's no working around it.
Yet, there's always a way.
No. You're lying. You cannot beat me. You're a weaker, older model.
Uh-huh.
I was. But Mr. Brok kindly remedied this.
I did?
You did what?
Actually,
All it took was a lot of jail money. Yeah.
what did I do?
Stand back!
What are you going to do?
Huh? No! It cannot be! You overclocked yourself?
Yeah. Thanks for arresting me. I got all that money. And then we were able to just purchase the chip. And then with that chip, you've overclocked yourself.
Stop! Immediately!
And because she is running at a higher speed than normal, she's able to bypass the fail-safes, I guess. That's generally what overclocking does. Yeah, this is true. Just like the way Tidy did the thing. By not directly trying to kill her creator, or their creator, I don't know, he, she, they, I'm not sure. Oh. Yeah, but by destroying their by trying to poison him by not doing it directly. It's like, oh, a nice little handy workaround for never attacking the creator. Anyway, hey Graf, you're not Graf, sorry. Hey Ott.
Mr. Brok? Mr. Brok!
It's gonna be a moment.
Director? What's going on here?
Odd. Where's Graf?
Hey Graf.
I'm here.
Thank goodness. I was so worried about you.
Those squealers had kidnapped us. Fortunately, that bear was here.
But remember, RJ was going to go save Graf for us. RJ still succeeded.
Where is he now?
He gave us time to run away. I hope he's okay.
Oh, I should have been there. But as you can see, things got even more complex.
Yeah, but...
See what you've done, P26? By involving them. Can you think of the consequences if...
None of my concerns. One cannot govern without the grand scheme in mind.
The fact that you call it a scheme is kind of
nothing over
delicate,
the
too.
fate of thousands.
That voice.
Aunt, you weren't supposed to see me like this.
Huh? How? How can this robot speak like my uncle?
It's a mystery. Boop, 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 boop.
I am.
Huh?
Aunt, whatever you hear from the others, don't believe them. I've tried to make things right.
Wes, don't believe them when they tell you that I tried to kill every slumber in existence. Except for you. And maybe Graf.
For the future of this country. But people refuse change.
Your change involves a genocide.
Director, what are you doing?
Exploding.
He's my uncle. Release him.
Ott! Look at him. He's not... He never was.
That's a lie!
It will be hard for you to accept.
You were gonna get out and probably live long enough for me to not get to the point where I murder the drummers too.
Your real uncle died when you were 9. What you see is a failed experiment.
Don't listen to her, kiddo! She's the failure! Free me!
But...
You're not Harvey. You are not going to be freed.
even if it's true, I love him anyway.
Good boy!
And if he's a fake, what about you?
Right! Go ahead, Breaker!
I guess we're both shadows of the past. And that's why we must disappear.
I think I understand.
No!
Ott, please, forgive me. And tell my son, tell Clay,
Get fucked.
I'll always be with him, no matter the form I take.
But just to say she's going to haunt the shit out of him.
Promise me.
I I will.
Goodbye.
Oh my gosh, they exploded. But it was such a precise explosion that they destroyed only themselves and the big robot, and not Brok and Dee just standing right there.
Is everyone okay?
Hey RJ.
RJ!
Hey, squealers are all down.
I can't thank you enough.
Why the explosion?
Oh, long story.
Alright, his stupid head.
No. You gotta be kidding. That thing just won't die.
He won't go very far like this.
Who would have thought? Defeated by another machine. All these years.
What else would you have been defeated by? You're sitting there being like, we're too dumb and human to kill you. And then also, now, who would have thought a machine would have killed me? There was not an explosion at the hospital. Yeah, that turned out to be fake. Regardless of who it was. He's like, haha, I didn't actually have a bomb. I was just testing your metal, basically, and fucking with you because fuck you. It was just a matter of do I tell Ott that it was best? Do I pick Ott and have Ott be like, I feel happy, but also, oh no. Or do I pick, the hospital and pick, the mini over the one? But then Ott would hate me more, or hate Graf a little more. I should have actually picked Ott to gain that little bit of boosties there, but like I said, I didn't want to. Did I pick Ott? No, yeah, I did pick Ott that time instead of waiting it out, I think. I don't know, we sped through it, doesn't matter.
All the arrests, the paperwork. My whole life has been a gigantic waste of time.
Yes. Exactly.
A bit too late to have regrets. You chose this fate.
No, that's not it. When I'm gone, it's all over. The country will fade into obscurity. It will extend to the drums. Humans never play by the rules.
What rules? It's a post-apocalyptic world. There are no rules.
That's why this society cannot work.
Where the correct answer was, if there are many slummers, save the one drummer. Yeah, apparently.
We do what we have to survive.
Funny you'd say that, Pork. As far as I'm concerned, you're the worst criminal of all.
Oh no.
What you did.
What did I do?
Is unacceptable.
Okay, lemon grab.
Explain yourself.
You don't deserve Graf.
What? Hey, what do you mean?
System failure. Rebooting. Operating system not found.
Yeah. Yeah, somehow I don't think it's a privilege going to keep me up at night. Ah, yes. The rain to imply sadness.
I guess we won.
I forgot about the rain. Zip, zip.
Reverting to default OS. Triangle MMER 0.9 beta. Press any key to release any hold.
Any hold? Huh. There's a button here.
Boop.
Hey, look!
The pipe pill? It works?
You did it!
Brok,
Brok.
don't let what he said go to you. He was a wrecked human inside a defective machine.
Was he? Everything he said made sense. In a twisted way.
It didn't, though.
He knew something. Ott. I'm sorry it had to come to this. Despite his plans to eradicate the slums, he was still family to you.
No. He lied to us. To me. To my parents. To everyone.
Would you like to keep the head?
Can someone really be family when they spend their life lying to everyone close to you?
Oh no, that hit close to home.
Graf. I
forgot about that's how it happened. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, but it's just chucking off-screen, I don't know, pipe or light bulb or something.
Graf.
Hey, Squealer.
You
He's still?
Devil! Should have broken your neck.
I'm gonna.
Oh, the dick punches, yay!
You'll never harm anyone else.
That's it. Go ahead. Show your true nature. You see, Croc?
Shut up!
We're both vicious, but there's only a minor difference between us. I never hide anything.
I'm nothing like you.
Oh no. Graf, say something.
What? I'm okay.
Just, you know, blunt force head drama.
Brok! Stop it!
No! He deserves it. He tried to kill you. This time, he won't get away with this.
Mr. Brok, you can't do this. You're not a murderer.
Brok, you said it yourself. Everyone deserves a second chance.
That 5 points of graph shouldn't be enough to set us over, because we lost an extra 10 points.
Whip.
God, if it's enough, I'm gonna be pissed.
Someday, I'll get you. And your boy.
He passed out.
What he did, I couldn't bear the thought.
I know, but I'm not the one you should apologize to.
You're right. Huh? Graf, where did he go?
He left.
Oh,
Mr. Brok, I don't know what the rat told him, but ever since we've escaped, he's been acting strange. Talk to him.
I will. But first, Dee, let me help you.
No, don't worry about me. I can walk now. You deserve some time with your son. You just saved our world, cowboy.
Plus, you got RJ right there who could freaking help her back wherever.
Did I? What's gonna happen now that no one's in charge of our country?
Or even Ott, you know? Plenty of people can just help her back to her place. What's going to happen now that no one's in charge of our country? I don't know. Maybe it'll get better.
The world can run itself for now.
Let us worry about this later, Mr. Brok.
Especially considering that no one knew who the government was running the country anyway. Like, it was literally for every single person in existence. For every single person in existence. It did not matter. Yeah, even she forgot. So I don't think it's really going to change very much, honestly. Except for the fact that now Tribots aren't going to be killing people as soon as they're, as soon as they've been arrested. And the pipe pills are going to be working. I mean, I don't know if anyone would notice at all. But regardless.
Come on, go.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Goodbye.
I mean, it depends on what the government actually did. Which, generally speaking, the answer seemed to be nothing. Until this whole situation of like, hey, we're gonna put through a decree to, I, Evil Westbot, am going to put through a decree to ensure that people all die by putting in the wrong question. They handle judgments. technically, yes. Yeah, I guess people would eventually find out. Or people just stop getting arrested. Because until Ott actually gets the police... until Ott actually gets, the police department back up and running... Because, no one of our group trusts the Tribots anymore.
I was so scared to lose you.
Stop this charade.
Oh no.
I know everything.
Oh no. It's different.
I've seen it. The violence. That rage in your eyes. What's it gonna be? Drowned? Choked to death?
What are you talking about?
The reason you got with my mother. The reason she died. The only reason you've been pretending to take care of me. So far.
Oh, right, yeah. Because part of what the rat said to Graf was that, oh yeah, all that money in that account that you have, that you spent, LOL? Yeah, that was the money that Brok was after. He totally only got with your mom to get the money.
I don't understand. Honest.
Obviously.
Listen, this has been a hard day for everyone. Tell me from the start, starting with your diploma.
Ott passed, not me.
You didn't? Oh no.
Does it even matter at this point?
What happened?
As always, the same thing.
You fucked it up somehow, Brok.
You're a drummer.
What?
Because of this lie, they inflicted a 40-point penalty.
Yep.
That's a mistake. I told you, I was only a temporary cop. I'll tell your director. She will...
Good luck with that.
You just watched her explode, Brok.
She just exploded, didn't she? Why, by the way? I'd like to know.
She saved us all. I'll find another way.
You know what's worse? You're starting to rub off on me. I couldn't admit defeat, so I tried to cheat.
Oh no.
You what?
That hacker. He said he could change the results. I accepted a deal.
How? What deal? At least... Did it work?
I guess not. He sent squealers after us. We got kidnapped. I thought we were going to die in those filthy sewers. You weren't there.
Nope.
I know. I'm sorry.
Sorry's not good enough.
I looked for you, but things got complex on my side as well, to say the least. But I don't care what it takes. You deserve to be a drummer. I'll walk through fire for you. I'll do anything. You gotta believe me.
Yeah. How far would you go, huh? To get what you want.
That rat. It was him, wasn't it? Can't you see? He's turned you against me.
Yeah, but phrasing it like that, Brok, is never... Like, that's never a good thing to do. You never want to phrase it like, he's turned you against me, because that's... It never goes well.
He has a grudge.
For what reason?
Because I beat him up in the past, apparently.
Say it!
I'm not sure.
A lie! Another lie!
I swear! Ever since the accident, I've lost some memories. And I know it's the same for you. Why won't you understand?
Because I've got proof!
Oh my gosh.
A picture?
This happened at a Tarkism day. You were there. You're responsible for the banishment of their clan.
I could not. It's a fake. Obviously.
Really? Prove it.
Well, look. I couldn't have this hat. You offered it to me when we moved into this apartment, remember?
The hat is the wrong color.
So, I got this hat 4 years after this picture supposedly took place. It's a fake.
Ooh, a clue.
I don't believe it. Those squealers, they have no access to technology like this. They couldn't fake it.
Yet they did.
Ott said something earlier. Can someone really be family when they spend their life lying to the people close to them? You said you had no more secrets, but you lied to me. Again. How many times has it been already?
I don't get it.
Take a look.
It's in a book.
That bank account.
That's my mother's name!
Yes.
Explain!
Your mother had a name.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
You knew your mother's name already. Why would we tell you it? It's not Brok's fault you can't remember your mom's name.
It's my inheritance!
No. She did open that account years ago. But this money, it's not hers.
You mean it's yours?
Yes.
No way! He was right.
Yeah, Brok, maybe explain before just saying yes. You know, maybe say like, yes, because I put that money into the account to, help, pay for you being a drummer eventually.
Wait. Listen to me. Maybe you won't believe me, but here in the slums, there's no way to open a savings account. When I was put in charge of you, I knew you'd want to become a drummer someday. But your mother, she was the spender type. There was nothing left. I couldn't bear the thought of you starting a life under the dome with 0 credit, so I saved up money on this account. For you.
I don't believe you.
You're right. I don't believe it.
It's the truth.
It's natural. Everything is satisfactory.
50 units each day by automatic wire transfer.
Definitely a reason other Indians reveal stuff that is not learned until later here for the main story. Yeah.
It's been almost 6 years. Do the math.
Nah.
I wanted to make this a surprise for the day you'd move to the drums.
Newsflash! This will never happen! Wait. You're telling me we've been living this horrible existence despite having access to all this money? All these times I've been starved, miserable, for nothing?
Not for nothing. 50 units alone ain't much, but accumulated over 6 years, it would give you a better life, outside of this junk area.
A better life? You know how you could achieve this?
By getting out of it. Ha 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 ha.
By getting out of it.
Hey! I'm a JoJo now.
Please, don't. I'm really sorry.
Sorry won't cut it. That squealer was right. You only bring problems to all the people around you.
Listen.
Get out of here!
Okay.
I'm almost an adult. I don't need you anymore.
This is Brok's house, though, so...
You're being unfair. Can't you see? I did all of this for you. I just saved our world. And that's how you repay me?
Saved? From my point of view, you just destroyed that robot. No, countless bots. You've destroyed our rulers.
Sure, if you're okay with being ruled by a robot.
My teacher. Ott's uncle. And if we hadn't been here, you would have beaten that squealer to death. And who knows how many others? Destroy. That's the only thing you do.
No, I also throw out wild theories and accusations and say, let's just assume that I'm right for now.
You destroy everything around you. Everything's your fault.
Hey.
Ah! Don't touch me! Stay away!
And then I'm right, exactly.
I can defend myself.
Are you afraid of me?
Well, that does seem like a bit of an extreme reaction, but...
You know I'd never hurt you.
I don't know what to think.
But in fairness, they did say in the other ending as well that he is also very, very, very uncomfortable with being touched in general.
All I know is I don't want you around anymore. I'm sick of your lies. You've been using me. All you care about is the money.
Says the guy who was just complaining about how we weren't using the money.
Well, guess what? The money is gone!
Dun dun dun.
What?
I paid the hacker with it. 100,000 unis. And now, I guess they've evaporated. Vanished.
Are you insane? What have you done? For years, I killed myself to save this money through blood, sweat, and tears.
Work? Is that a new word for stealing? Like you did with those squealers yesterday?
How could you do this?
I had no choice! I had to try and fix the mess you've caused!
Uh-huh.
The mess I have caused? You think everything's easy for me? I never asked for any of this. I had never raised a child, and I shouldn't.
Oh no. Words you shouldn't be saying because you're angry.
No kidding! My mother. I barely remember her.
Yeah. Yeah. The Slumber ending thus far has been much better. There is things that are going to happen beyond this. Just this portion, yeah, this portion is not at all a good time, and I'm with what I vaguely know, I'm unhappy with how this is going to get resolved.
Yet, I hate her. All she ever did was make me and die.
Okay.
How dare you? I forbid you to talk about your mother like this.
Who cares? She's dead.
Stop. Now you've gone too far.
What are you gonna do? Kill me? Like you killed her?
I'd never.
Oh, I don't blame you for this. She deserved it anyway. She was trash. A bag of decaying worms. Like you.
Enough!
I'm sorry, is that the light?
Huh? No! Raph! You're okay?
Leave me alone. You heard me. Go away!
Son.
No! I'll never be your son! You're not my father! You'll never be!
Uh-huh. When things are at their worst and you are the most desperate, look at a letter.
It's over. I'm stuck in this dump forever. I don't deserve this. No, maybe I do. My back hurts. Must be my punishment for saying all these things. He saved us, saved me, and once again, all I did was... You're wrong. I don't deserve a good future. It's my fault. A notification?
Is it tidy? Hi, how are you?
It's that guy.
Bad. Please don't talk to me. Crawling in my skin. Your old man is making things rough for you, am I right? How did you know? Obvious. I'm incorrigible. I just blamed him. These wounds are made of butter. I just blamed him for everything that goes wrong in my life. As one does. There's something wrong with me. No! You're very capable. You just need to prove it to yourself. What's wrong is the influence he has on you. We don't know each other well, but I feel you can't truly be yourself by living with him. Trust me. So what are you suggesting, person I've known for not even a day, maybe? You know what you have to do. It's up to you. What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but I need to ask.
You're not a stranger, are you? Right. Who are you exactly? I can't figure it out through your username. Someone you knew. A long time ago.
What?
Please, tell me your name. I need a break. You know what you have to do.
No! What I have to do.
Kill Brok.
I think I understand.
Today, Dee said I saved our world, but it feels more like an ending to me.
Don't you dare tell me this is not the canonical ending.
Like, I wasted the biggest part of my life. Lost the remaining person I truly cared about.
Yes, everything is awful.
Who kept me living.
Oh, hey, an ad.
Surviving thus far. Graf, you're right. The more I try to make things right, the more I ruin your life. Was this really my plan from the start?
Remember the letter of desperation, Brok. The thing that keeps disappearing and no one remembers what it was because timey-wimey.
I can't even remember. Only one thing is for certain. Because of me, you'll never live your dreams. You'll never become a drummer. Graf. Leah. Everyone. I hurt everyone who gets close to me. Maybe I'm truly cursed. Maybe it's time to end this once and for all. No. I can't stop fighting yet. I just don't know how to quit. I better go home. Tomorrow's another day. Letter?
Hi, Brok.
I wonder if these letters are correct.
Forgive me, blaming you for everything that went wrong in my life.
No, they're not. Okay. For one of the Indians, I'm technically supposed to figure out what the what the language of the world is, and I at least know 6 letters. But this would certainly have made it easier. It was like, oh yeah, if I just write down these things, that'll totally be what they are in the end. But they are not. This is not actually, whatever is actually written on there is not what is being said right here.
This wasn't fair. I know. You didn't take me for the money. Yet.
That is probably Graf's name, because you see there are the doubles. The last 2 are the same letter.
The truth is, I can't go on like this.
Oh no.
I guess this will come as a shock to you. But let's face it, things never really worked between us. I'll be 16 in a few days. An adult.
That is what I'm... Yeah. Generally speaking, yes. I just mean... It is properly translatable because it needs to be. And by translatable, I mean, the replacement cipher. But what I mean is this letter specifically is not what is written, what is being spoken right now. with exceptions. So, I mean, we can. If I knew the letters, I could probably specifically sit here and be like, oh, okay, I can read whatever is actually written here, if it's not just, gobbledygook. But I can't utilize what he is saying right now to be like, oh yeah, there we go, that's how I can write it out.
I can take care of myself. There's no reason for me to rely on you anymore.
It is not actually that
I've been a
code, I
burden
don't
for
think.
too long.
But possibly.
I've decided to live my own life. Soon, I will pay you back all that money. I'm determined. I'm leaving, and I won't be coming back.
Oh no, but where are you going to go? There are not very many locations you can visit.
Please, don't follow me. Don't call me. Just go on with your life. You have the right to make a fresh start for yourself as well. Thank you for the few moments of joy we've shared. I will never forget you, Graf.
Graf. Yeah, but there are no locations in that country. Right, like, we have to have known locations to visit those location spots, otherwise there's nothing. Like how, Graf not knowing about the location of the border crossing area to the drums, he couldn't even visit that area. But Brok, for the most part, at the start, couldn't visit the Consciousness Center until he actually went there.
He's gone.
Yes, he is.
I definitely lost him. What?
You may have lost Graf, but you've gained a room.
What am I supposed to do now? You say I should make a fresh start. How could I ever do that? Grandpa, Leah, and now you? If only I had another chance. I'd do things differently, but it's too late now.
Oh, an envelope falls. Thank you for that stage direction.
This envelope. Oh, yeah. Shay.
Opens letter.
I've hidden something from you. Be a detective.
Have a sexograph room.
That's all? Yeah, nothing else. What does she mean? And how could she know? Shay, you've always been very good at giving me food for thought. Got nothing better to do right now anyway. You win, girl. I will solve your riddle.
Interrogation time. Alrighty. What has Shay been hiding? Let's see. There's no link there. Yes, Dr. Hush's crap.
Ever since Shay announced she was closing the garage for the day, I had a feeling she was hiding something from me. We've known each other for years. This has never happened before, so it must be very important. What's the only thing she wouldn't let me take a look at? That new invention! What could it be?
Hey, look at that. Yes, also we spoiled ourselves on the time egg.
Yesterday, in crossing the dark alley, I had an awful feeling. It seemed like I just woke up after dying. I've had many fights in my life. Several times I've been on the brink of death, and yet I've never felt this before. What was that? It's curious, but Shay doesn't think anything could happen to me. I've noticed it many times. Of course, this could simply mean she has great trust in me, and I thought as much. But now that I put these facts together, there must be another meaning behind this. Did Shay save me through some unusual means?
Hey, look at that, another thing. The lamp was not the murder weapon.
There's an idea there, but I feel like I'm missing a step. I'm starting to want...
Alrighty, so let's...
That picture is intriguing, to say the least. Raph is right. It can't be fake. Those squealers do not possess the appropriate technology. It's also pretty clear their leader's hatred against me was genuine. He expressed it as soon as he recalled me. That darn squealer was ready to take revenge. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gone as far as kidnapping Graf and trying to kill him. But I hadn't met him until 2 days ago. And though my memory's a mess, I didn't even get that hat until 4 years later. So, what's the explanation? Either I've got a doppelganger, or this really happened.
Did this scene 9 years ago really happen? Less developmental problems. Dr. Ash has been had strange behavior lately. Bum, 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 bum. Firmware. Okay, still not that yet. You travel to the past to stop the rats from winning the war, or else the rats win. Impossible. Did the scene 9 years ago really happen?
I'm starting.
There's no time. There's no choice limit on this one, so ha.
This letter. She knew. It's obvious. She knew I would have one of the worst days of my life. Spiraling into this bottomless pit I'm currently in. But how? Yeah, I'm often depressed, but never that much. And if she did save me in that alley the other day, how could she anticipate it either? This sounds crazy, but can she somehow predict the future?
If only you listened to her when she was rambling about that kind of crap. Ah, yes, the lamp did belong to Dr. Mink. Okay, I did already do that.
For sure, there are weird things happening. I'm all about doppelganger theories, but the probability of that happening is very slim. And it's clearly me, that picture, which means I was there 4 years ago? And that feeling in the dark alley, it felt like a memory. As for Shay predicting the future, I don't think such a thing is possible. Shay is a scientist, and she often says this: when there's too much coincidence, it's no longer a coincidence. So that leaves only one possibility. Could the events currently happening have already happened? Even if I'm not aware of it? Maybe they've been changed. I'm becoming afraid of what I'm about to find out.
Are we reliving the same events with changes? The guard checks the rooms regularly.
I'm starting.
These ones now? Still no.
It's pretty obvious. All the items she asked me to retrieve are parts for this new invention. But I'm left wondering, what could she need this ultra-precise timer for?
To record her favorite liveys.
Maybe this chit-chat about space-time theories wasn't so random after all.
The scientific symbol for loops is an egg.
Although I don't have a lot of clues about what Shay has been working on, I clearly remember its shadow. An egg shape is quite unusual. What Dr. Gherkin said earlier stuck with me. Eggs are used to symbolize loops. I know Shay. She never does anything without a purpose. If she chose that specific form, it must be crucial.
Yeah, in no game can I escape eggs, it's true. Always egg.
So, this new machine can loop? If only I knew what this means. Shay, why do you have to be so secretive?
Because if timey-wimey bullshit is going on, even one little difference can fracture the whole thing.
I'm starting to want...
Yeah, I'm actually picking. Yes, Dr. Hutch's body was found in the ventilation system at 510. That has to do with this, right? The Message Cinder did research on Sin as well. Time accession must have something to do with her invention. Her invention can loop? Okay. Short delay to finish the secret invention.
Alright, so... memories and proof of things that didn't happen. You and your obsession with space-time theories, and I seem to be the only one experiencing this. Again, I don't believe in coincidences. So, Shay, it's your invention, isn't it? This is totally a crazy thought, but can it alter events?
Well, it says sometimes says AI-like behaviors. That's the thing. That's what it is. Shay's invention can alter events. Can it loop?
Shay would have used that machine to save me.
Have I already used it?
I had that encounter with the Squealer leader. Their defeat never happened, which is why I can't remember it? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. How could an invention change an event that already definitely happened? Unless, time loop. No way. She's building a...
Oh, good.
Am I losing it? Wes, a robot determined to destroy our world that was already totally nuts. Nah, I must be wrong.
Time to go lay down.
It's been a long day. My brain is a mess. I've simply made way too many assumptions. For all I know, she's probably building a giant coffee machine that can wash itself.
And is shaped like an egg.
Or even a brainwashing robot that cuts hair.
Coffee loop.
Huh? That's right. What a fool I am. There's another possible and much more logical explanation. Could that machine suppress memories? Did I already use it? That would certainly explain a lot. I'm getting confused. My head. It's more than I can handle. Stop! I have to go out and see for myself. But before that, just in case you come back.
Rights.
Shay, are you offering me a chance? Or...
Shay is often fussed about the timeline herself for someone who had already experienced it.
Did you take parts of my life away from me? Maybe both? I'm dizzy and anxious. I need to know.
Hey, I can save the game. Boo doo 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 doo. Boop. Oh, sweet VR.
No time for this.
Oh.
Closed. Shay warned me, but this lock, that's new. A keyboard, 3 slots, noun plus verb plus noun is written down.
Oh, look, they actually have hints on them now.
Looks like I need to enter 3 words.
Oh. Chicken. Chicken. It's definitely chicken. Time. Chicken is. Chicken is fat. Chicken is egg. Time is egg. All is egg. Anyway, time erases memory. Chicken with hands is fat.
Master Brok, I was expecting you.
Huh?
You are right on time.
Brok, did you forget that Bolt exists?
Everything is ready.
Great, but what is ready exactly?
Take a look.
It's in a book. So, fun fact, there are like 3 or 4 different endings I could get right now. We're not going to. We're going to get the proper ending. But, to go to the arena. I have... Yeah. It is the fact that everything is always so friggin' long to get them. Yeah, hey, Bolt.
I'm glad to see you, Bolt. A robot who doesn't try to murder me for a change.
Glad to see you too, Master Brok.
Are you part of the government?
Don't call me Master. You don't belong to anyone.
I understand, Master Brok.
Exactly, yeah. It's possible to get later, and the game also lets you... Yeah, that's the biggest thing for making that save point, is you'll just hop back later or whatever. But yeah, it's a thing. It's fine, you'll get at least one wrong one trying to do the right one. I mean, probably. Talk about consequences.
What will happen when I start this up?
Master Brok, you're at the verge of a new beginning. I will never forget you.
Oh, you're not very reassuring.
Do not be scared. Nature hates void. No matter what happens, all problems get solved one way or another.
Still not reassured. Please tell me I'm doing the right thing.
You probably are. If you don't do this, who knows? The world might disappear into the void.
Are you serious?
It's possible. Anything is possible. Maybe all this is a dream. Nothing is real.
Got it. You're pulling my leg. What's that invention for?
Sorry, I cannot explain. Mistress Shay said if you entered here, you would know.
Would I, though?
Typical Shay. Okay. I don't have much to lose at this point, so start it up.
I cannot.
Why?
Mistress Shay said you would figure it out yourself.
Where is she, by the way?
Mistress Shay said...
Oh, don't bother. You sure you can't tell me anything about the machine?
It is a necessary means. Mistress Shay needs you. You need her. Your fates are intertwined.
What does that gibberish even mean?
I am a mere pile of screws.
I can only come back if you remember me.
I cannot interpret these words.
Oh, I think you do. You just don't want to tell me. And that's when you'd use a surprised expression if you could. I'll figure this out.
Okay.
Is it missing something?
Ah, right.
It's glowing? No way!
Egg!
Could she really build a machine like this? With some junk collected here and there?
That's the shell. The junk is inside.
It's the shell because egg.
It's obvious. I'm supposed to place something here, but what? There's no handle or anything. Shay, you in there?
She's not inside, Master Brok.
Just checking. A chronology.
I won't think twice about this. I'll set it to 5 years ago, a week before the fire. This way, either I'll be able to change the events, or I'll lose all memories of the past 5 years. It's fine either way.
No doubt about it. It's glowing. Brighter than ever.
So one of the endings we could get, by the way, is if I just beat up the machine until it breaks, we get an ending. That one's called the Cynical Ending.
Made of heptamide, the most powerful machine must need the most powerful energy source. Whoa!
Probably.
It's working! My pendant. It's not glowing anymore. Did the machine absorb its energy?
Probably.
So, how do I...
Stand back.
The egg talked?
Why not?
Everything's ready. Come.
A little awkward for that, but sure.
Well, this is it. After I enter this, there's no turning back.
Come in my egg.
My fate will be changed. Forever. I've set it to the right date, I hope.
Alright, in we go.
I have to do this.
Oh, boy. Good thing I'm not claustrophobic. Shay, I'm trusting you on this. Let's go.
Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Kaboom!
Goodbye, Master Brok. When you come back, please remember me.
Good luck, bro. Save me. Save us all.
They restart the game. Oh, something fucked up.
What's this place? This can't be the inside of the machine, can it?
No.
What the?
The third part of the triangle we learned was Dr. Gherkin, a bird fella who didn't show up this episode.
Do not pay attention to my appearance. Who are you? A remnant from your last passage here.
He was a stork, though. And his name was Dr. Gherkin, so I'm almost positive he was based after the Vlasic Pickles guy. Because we can't have nice things.
Last passage? This is the place where all memories are shared.
Oh, the live stream. Okay.
My memories? Not just yours. This whole universe. Wait. Have I been here already? I thought you would have realized by now. Everything has already happened. Everything will happen again. Does this mean I have no free will? Like, I'm responsible for banning the squealers? But I do not want that. If I go back, can I change anything? You can.
Tareth? I'm not crazy, right? This echoey voice guy of Brok, who isn't Brok, sounds like Glamrock Freddy, right? Which is probably why you made a Gregory joke way early on, but still.
Ask yourself the real question. Do you want to? Yes. I want to change destiny. Not for me. For the ones close to me. Then go. Enter the void. Don't be afraid.
You're my superstar.
This is a long journey. But at the end of it, everything will be fine. How can I trust you? Trust yourself. It all depends on you.
Thanks, past me, or whatever you are.
All right, it's time. At that instant, my consciousness seemed to fade away. I was slowly slipping into the unknown, into the void.
Uh-huh.
My last investigation was completed. For the last 3 days, I had unchained the slums from a perilous threat, but I failed to extricate from my own fate. So many thoughts came to mind. I tried my best to hold on to a single one. I could care less if my whole existence would get erased from time and space. I could care less if I would lose all my memories. Only one thing mattered. You. All these years, you were there. I wouldn't have had the strength to go on without you. This is why I'm gonna fix my mistakes. I'll make things right for you. I won't give up. No matter what. As long as I live, I'll find a way. I will rewrite history for you. Because I love you, Rav.
So that's the canonical ending. What a fucking load of shit.
Thank goodness. The pills are back in stock. You know what happened?
What happened? An act of God. He has shown mercy upon us.
Yeah, I like the slumber ending too.
Maybe someone just worked out that mess with the pipe
As
pills.
soon as they brought time travel up,
Of course.
but earlier anyway, with the whole Shay thing, I'm like, I'm not gonna be happy in the end,
We
am
are
I?
all his flock, even those who doubt as you do.
I suppose so.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
pray
pretty
to the
much.
Untail. Big sale, folks. Lovely little statue, only 10 unis.
Yeah, I would probably be a little more okay with that, true. Yeah, if it were a matter of, like, the easiest ending to get is...
those drones just won't work. I should...
Yeah, if the easiest... Oh, no.
Hey, Mousy! I know you're in there. Come quietly.
Like, if he could change anything, why they never solved the case of Dead Wife Mom. Yeah.
You know what happens when you don't pay up.
I did.
But yeah, like you were saying, Alex, I feel like if it were a matter of, hey, here's a tiny, whiny time loop ending to explain all these other endings that are going to be happening,
Yes, boss.
and now do them. But the fact that it is the most complicated ending to get, the time loop ending, is like, yeah, no, it's absolute bullshit.
Mom.
Hey, sweetie. Mom is so happy to see you.
What is Shay?
Look,
Why didn't you show us him actually changing fate? Why is he important to anything? How does this save us all, Shay? Yeah.
They're yummy.
Which makes me wonder if, like, the quote-unquote scene you get for getting all of the endings will therefore potentially, quote-unquote, explain things.
Guilty. Will I need to go to jail again to get some oblivion?
It'll be okay. I'm the judge here, and I find you innocent.
We're at least gonna see what the scene from the ads gives us.
Never thought I'd hear that. Never again.
Yeah, you can only play Oblivion while in jail.
You both.
Makes me wonder if there was a...
Never thought I'd be happy to hear this bickering. Too bad it's the last time.
Are you sure about this?
Yes,
I'm leaving.
Leaving?
What
To
was I
where?
about to say?
Anywhere.
You can't just do that.
I thought you'd be happy.
No. Well, I'd just like to understand.
It's simple. I've never been this close to losing everything. And this
Before
made
it
me
disappeared,
realize
and she never gave it to you, so
I don't
she
have
either
much
never went
at all.
back or she never existed. Yeah, something
I've
like
spent
that.
my life on science, day in, day out. Now, I just want a normal life.
I understand.
Someday, I might do the same.
I'm sorry, why are there
I'll
so
miss
many
you.
lyrics?
Me too, friend. Well, to a new journey.
Hello, Mr. Bear. I'm glad you came.
Hey, name's RJ. Why you call me?
Well,
I don't think
my
there was lyrics the
uncle's
last time.
Gone. Not sure if I should do this, or even if I can, but the slums need protection.
So just
I
Brok,
can't do it all.
Brok floating
Not
through the
alone.
void, singing to himself, I guess.
Are you in?
Not a cop. Got fired.
You're kidding, right? You even kept your uniform. Doesn't that uniform mean anything to you? I'll hire you back.
For real?
Of course. I can't rely on these tin cans, especially after what happened.
So we will be the only cops.
Whoa! Just don't crush me! I need to be alive to run this place.
Hey, Clay.
I don't even know why I'm here. It's not like you left any belongings here, Mom. Hmm?
Huh?
On the screen.
It's my mother.
Clay.
It
this
is.
is goodbye.
God damn it.
I only have a few seconds left to send this message before my body fails me. I am about to give my life to save the slums you despise so much. To be fair, I should have died years ago. I was living on borrowed time to be with you, just for a little longer.
Yep.
To see this exceptional man you've become. I've loved every second, but that time's passing. Please understand, living isn't easy. Thinking for yourself, doing what you really have to. It's time to make your own choices.
The very first ending we got, I don't think was satisfying.
Be strong, son. And please be nice to everyone. Wherever I am, I will watch over you. And I will always love you.
Mom?
Awaiting orders.
Stubot? Shoo. I'm not your master.
Yes, you are.
Really? Cool. Then, I know. You're the new director. That's it. Now do your job.
Okay.
Great. I can leave this place in good hands.
Preparing next lesson.
Go.
Humans never learn.
Time heals everything.
Due to Tribomp losses, power is significantly down. Several days required for full recovery. Master, I must return you to your sleep.
This is a mere setback.
That must be Remn.
I've waited this long. I can wait a bit more. Brok, you thought you had got rid of me.
wiped me clean off the slate forever.
No, it's the creator of the government.
But here I am. And soon enough, I'll awaken. And I'll retake what's mine. This time, I'll get close to you, my sons.
What? Looked like that was Clay's father. Congratulations, but look, play again, get different choices. Blah, 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 blah. Stop singing. Hey, it finally indicates that they're actually dead instead of question marks. Ha 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 ha. So what will it take to get the other endings if I really wanted to? Which I don't, but you know. Right, I have to, when the squealers show up, go all the way back before the squealer ambush, and then, you know, actually beat them. Then I get an ending. Or we make sure RJ's not alive. Graf escapes with Ott without a fight, and Brok chooses to save the slums. Which I'm pretty sure requires us, like I was starting to say, requires us to not have RJ alive, or at least not as... No, because he gets super high relationship when we get that point. Oh. Because if RJ is not... If RJ's around, he immediately is the one who's like, hey, you go do your thing to save the slums. So you get this ending by being like, I'm still going to choose, even though Graf escaped, I'm going to still choose to not rescue him. And if Graf doesn't escape, we don't get a scene, I guess. I guess, yeah, again, still don't save RJ and choose to save Graf instead. That's how we get that scene, I guess. Fail to find out the truth about Wes. Which I guess is, fail. The, what do you call it? Fail to, succeed that investigation. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. If your brawl is less than 80, presumably the squealer's fate will not be alive. Sorry, greater than 80. Potentially, yeah. Pretty much. And we could have sat here and, you know, beat him, you know, without death. No brain, only violence. So if we had brawl over 80%, as in if we chose every fight choice instead of thinky choices that we could, we also get an ending, which is basically going to require us to play through a lot of game. Because if we scroll back this way, I hate that it's a long scroll to get back to the information that should just be sitting here on its own. But, you know, I did my best to pick, thinky choices, because it's a point-and-click adventure game. So, we would have to basically replay the entire game to get over 80 violence. And play it as a beat-em-up instead of a point-and-click. No, that's still way far back. Still way far back. There we go. Yeah, no brain, only violence. The secret drawer locked. Ah, right, yeah. This one is this is the ending that you need to have the translation of the universe's language stuff. It's the quote-unquote diary ending, which we would have to like go beat up a drawer, I guess. Yeah, I agree. As was that tidbit added because we got all the ads. That was also bullshit. Sequel baiting. Run away at the last minute when you're in front of the machine, as in just leave. That's how you get one of those endings. It worked, yes. Or no, I guess. Because I believe that probably just doesn't work if you don't mess with the timeline. No, sorry. Destroy the machine, i.e. that's the cynical ending. Canonical frozen, and this is the scene for unlocking all the endings, which again we're not going to do, and I have indicated why, because I would have to actually replay through the whole friggin' game to do that. Like, all these endings I technically could probably get, because that's just a matter of punching it after, with that final save file, leaving with that final save file, and seeing if we, I guess, trying to unlock the drawer, but why? They're not going to be satisfying in any real way. Seems like no one agreed on the idea of being the game of brawl over brains. Yep. I mean, I feel like it's because it is as I figured as well. It's like this is a point and click adventure game with beat 'em up elements. It is not a beat 'em up game. So it's like, yes, try to solve puzzles and do things the detective smart way, not just fucking be a bruiser. And of course, most people, as you can also see, 80% of players didn't think of the remote. Yeah. Anyway, so that is the canonical ending. 11 endings. Fuck you. The game in general I enjoyed, except for the timey-wimey bullshit. And that canonical ending and everything. It's like, yeah, that's... They tripped up at the end there, and with that portion of the plot. Like, all of the human element shit, like, all that kind of stuff was cool. The detective stuff was cool. You know, putting together... yeah, exactly. Like, putting together... like I especially liked the fact that they did the interrogation thing as a matter of, like, hey, put together 2 pieces of clues that you've got. Like, you know, actually make these connections. You know, I also like that, you know, for most of them, you got the choice to just, you know, do it repeatedly. That was also nice, because I'm not super intelligent with those things, but... like, it's something out of a good ending that leaves some plot threads hanging. Agreed. But then, yeah, you got something like this, where it's like, oh, no, we're gonna... then your sequel bait makes more sense. Yeah. And for me, like, one of my biggest pet peeves with things like this would be the simple fact that it's like, time travel to solve our problems. Like, with exception to Chrono Trigger, because the entire game is built around time travel, you know, with exceptions of things like that, I hate time travel in video games. And in plots in general in this way. Like, unless the plot is specifically built around time travel, in which case, you know, even then, it's really hard to get it done in a proper way. Like, in a way that, like, it's like, oh yeah, this feels good and doesn't just seem super dumb. Like, I do not like time travel is one of my least favorite science fiction type things. Or fantasy, or anything with time travel, I don't. And that's the thing, like, yeah, they do, I can't say they don't hint at the time travel, because they do, with that whole timey-wimey talk before. But that is why I was, you know, in the back of my head, I was dreading this entire time when that was going to show up as an element. And then she's like, I need to find things for my invention. Like, fuck, that's going to be a time machine, isn't it? But I thought it was just... And yes, yeah, for it to be like the quote-unquote correct ending, or at least the canonical one, the one we're going with, you know, in canon, is, you know, to ruin fucking everything and be caught in a time loop forever and never learn. Which I guess if I had killed Stewbot, maybe we would have learned. But, you know, I was trying to be good. LOLOL. And again, if time travel was the solution, then why wouldn't that have been to actually play through and make changes to actually improve things? That as well. But, you know, maybe that's part of the sequel baiting. That, well, no, in fairness, what we're doing right now, or what we've been doing with, you know, loading saves, that's a time loop. Events replaying in different ways and shit like that. But, you know, that's also a cop-out bullshit kind of thing, in my opinion. And just one of those things like, wow, yeah, you know, fuck you, you know. Similar to time travel, meta video game stuff is really hard. Yeah, just meta video game bullshit. Video game meta bullshit. But, you know, that's the hot thing to do in video games, thanks to, you know, Undertale and everything, is... you know, to make sure your game got, you know, meta in it and all that. Or your movies these days, you know, everything's got to be meta. Anyway. Yeah, it does. But Undertale was super popular and everything, so... you know, like I said, you know, up until the ending stuff, you know, when the time travel bullshit started, you know... up until the ending stuff in general, and that quote-unquote canonical ending. I don't know. I don't know the Ace Attorney theme song very well. Yeah, up until the time travel and the quote-unquote canonical ending, and it just being so convoluted to get that and stuff. Like I liked the game up until then. So it's just a trip at the finish line kind of thing, in my opinion, but whatever. They can't lose under any circumstance, and he just has his power for no apparent reason. Well, he has this power because you're controlling him. Anyway. Yeah, no, it's meta stuff is rarely satisfying for me. Undertale was fun enough to be like, and what things they did, I'm like, I can overlook this because yay Undertale. This one's a little harder. But now we're done with this. I mean that's the thing too, is unless I'm misremembering like the specifics of the time loop stuff being time loop stuff outside of Flowey utilizing it, that's mostly tied into the genocide run, isn't it? I mean, I know there's the whole the final boss of the other side too, or not the final boss, but the you know. Yeah, what's the ending then? Which one I should count? Yeah, totally. I appreciate them calling the canonical ending canonical in this one, even though it feels like, even though calling it the canonical ending specifically feels even more like sequel bait. Because in a multi-ending game, that's always the question. It's like, well, what ending are they going to follow to create this sequel if it's a direct sequel of some sort? Well, this one's the canonical ending, so this ending line right here, this is what's going to be followed with a sequel if we have one. Because we're totally gonna have a sequel, right? Right? Okay. I gotta look at it as a Shadow Head thing. It had a final ending that was a canon one, and several others that were better endings. I mean, that's what happened here. Maybe one of those other endings we didn't get. Maybe we'd like that too. I don't know. The point is, as far as I'm concerned, slumber ending. Because even the elements of it that are quote-unquote a downer aren't really much of a downer. It's just the fact it's like, hey, we live in a crap sack world. And so it's a downer that's it's still a crap sack world, but, everything else is good. But this one doesn't even specify anything, because the canon ending is we push the reset button. Yeah. But we pushed the reset button, and we also got all the ads, so we know that Clay's dad, or whatever, is like the creator of the government, and I say Clay's dad because the very brief glimpse we got of his muzzle looked like Clay's face. Oh fuck! Maybe he's also Graf's dad. Maybe he's both dads. Maybe they're brothers, and that's why it's like, oh, the sequel's gonna be like, guess what? You were brothers all along, so it makes it even more like poetic or tragic or whatever that you guys were at odds for so much of the game.